Good morning. This is Miss Lee Russell in Business Math B. Today we're going to cover a concept called knowing your competitors. See the little picture here of the different types of people walking on the street. It's really important when you go into business to understand what your other competitors are providing. That allows you to know who you are, allows you to grow your own company, and it also allows you to make sure that you're not missing on maybe any new concepts or new technology that you need to add to keep current with the market. And a little picture of the person that's looks like they're getting strong. When you become a business owner or an entrepreneur, it's really important to research and understand what is already working for your competitors. You want to offer something that your competitors do not offer, kind of sets you apart. You're already offering the same product or service, so you have that same customer base. But if you want to add to your customer base, you want to offer something unique or a little bit different than your competitors, and then you can pick up other clients. The definition of a competitor is one selling or buying goods or service in the same market. Okay? Depending on your business, you may have several competitors. It might not just be one. It might not be an individual. It may be several companies. And then you also need to consider your competitors that are either locally in your community, in your area, in your state, in your country. You want to look at all of them. Yes, this might take some time, but it can really be beneficial to your company. I want to give you an example that you could relate to since you've already started working on building your own product in your projects 3B, 4B, and 5B. So the example I'm going to use is a competitor that also has a healthy snack of organic yogurt flavors with fresh berries and nuts. So you already know this competitor exists. In fact, there's one right down the street from where you live. And you know they're all over the valley popping up. You can even think of the names of some of them and what they look like and how they're set up and what they offer. Okay, so if you're going to go into this business, if you're going to have a product that's also yogurt and you want to appeal to a healthy market, what could you offer or do different? These other places are already offering fresh fruit and nuts. They're already offering healthy yogurt and organic. So you really want to think about what you could do differently. One thing you can always do different that's easy to add to any product is look outside your own country or area to bring in something new that doesn't already exist. So I don't know if you guys have heard of ASEA. For a while there, ASEA was like the fruit, the thing to do because it was new. So you want to look at what other fruits are in other countries so you could offer those. Something else that's, I think, a little simpler to do, and I'm a little surprised more people aren't doing this. I think we'll see more of this because we're starting to see all of the iced tea places grow into more like foreign country iced tea places where they offer a lot of selections, is to offer different types of herbs that you can add to your yogurt for different health purposes. I actually had a student that recently submitted one of their projects and they wanted to do yogurt. I actually had two different ones. They both wanted to do yogurt. One of them wanted to have a yogurt shop for pets, including owners. So they actually had two different bowls. There was a bowl that was for adults and people and a bowl that looked like a small dog dish to serve your dog. So you could actually buy yogurt for your pet and have it eat with you while you were there. So I thought that was pretty unique. Definitely no yogurt shops offering that. Another yogurt idea that I've had submitted is someone that liked to do cupcakes, but they wanted to actually create packaging that was hard enough like the yogurt bowls, but they would be looked more like cupcakes. And they actually wanted to have them pre-filled yogurt but look like cupcakes. So people could buy a half dozen and take them to parties at home. And they would put different colored sprinkles on top. So they were yogurt, but their packaging was going to be in a cupcake thing and it would actually look like a cupcake. I thought both of those were great ideas to set themselves apart from the other market. So we're still studying and researching. So here's another example. Your competitor is well known and sells popcorn at all the malls. And of course, they have the traditional flavors of butter, kettle, cheese, and caramel. If you want to sell popcorn, what could you feature that is different from your competitors? Can you think of any? Obviously, when we're talking about food, flavors, color, and packaging are the main things that you can change. Um, Something that no one's talked about, I have seen chocolate drizzled on popcorn, but I haven't seen too many different candies that are drizzled on top. So that's an idea. I did have a student turn in a business to start popcorn with just different food flavors, and one of which was like jalapeno and different types of chili. They wanted spicy stuff. So you could even take it a step further and do like steak or barbecue chicken or so that's an idea for changing the flavors differently. I don't know if you've seen the new popcorn containers. They're kind of shaped like ice cream cones. They're red striped bags and they're cone shaped, but they're filled with popcorn. I know they have them at the malls and at Costco, and those seem to be real popular. There is lots and lots of information about this on how to understand your competitors and once you understand your competitors and their product or service and features, how do you decide what to incorporate into your business or not? Um, Lots of really, really good presentations on this. So I've included the links again here. If you can't click on them to open them, don't forget you need to copy and paste them and put them in the top line. The one story, well, I have two stories, I guess. Years ago, when I was only 19, I was in a city and went to buy some food that I was hungry for, actually Mexican food, right near the university, and there was no Mexican food within like 10 miles of the university entrance. So within 5 months, my boyfriend and I opened up a Mexican restaurant right at the entrance, right by like say a Subway and another sandwich shop and a Pizza Hut. And we actually were able to pay for our college with that because there wasn't anything nearby. So just recognizing an opportunity sometimes is a good way too. So we only other competitor we had was a real formal dining place, and like I said, it was more than 10 miles. So we looked at our competitors and saw there was a need. And so that's one story. Another story is I had been having my own children do their homework at the tables and carpooled with a family. And their son, who was so cute and so smart, wasn't doing well in school, and they couldn't come home from work until 7 at night. So they asked if he could come over and do homework. Within just a few weeks, he was doing really well. So I wondered how many other kids were sitting at home and needed someone to help them with homework and tutoring. So I spent $5. I printed some really nice business cards, but it only cost me $5. You can look for the company online. It's called Vista. V is in vase, I-S-T-A, Vistaprint. And I took them to the 2 closest schools. And within a few weeks, I was completely booked. And I've had a tutoring business now for over 15 years. It's in 3 school districts. And again, what I did is I looked at my competitors before I even considered it. So I looked in the yellow pages, I Googled, I asked the school if they had any information, and at the time there were only a couple places that were available, a place called Sylvan, which you may have heard of, in Megan, and both of those were at a building location where someone owned the building, so you had to go to the site to get your tutoring. And you had to sign a long-term contract. It was like 3 to 6 months long. So I wanted to offer something that was a little more convenient to families. So I got approved by a couple of different locations, City of Phoenix Libraries. I don't know if you've seen AJ grocery stores and Paradise Valley Bakery coffee houses. I'm approved by both of those, and at Hilton Resorts. So whenever I spoke with a parent, I knew the locations of those places in the area and let them choose what was closest for them. And I did not do a long-term contract. We did 1 month. So those were the 2 things I offered that weren't being offered anywhere. I did not do testing. We started with the homework, right where they were at with the homework, and we worked on the homework, and then we worked forward in class. And literally I've been doing it for over 10 years and usually have 3 to 8 employees, and had so many wonderful stories of students that just wanted someone to have help with to do their homework and did very well. I had a gal that was a senior, and her father unexpectedly passed away, and her mother didn't want to stay here. She wanted to move back with her family. So at the beginning of this gal's senior year, her father died and her mother left by October. And I got a call from the school asking if I would help this gal. So we worked out a price for her. She was working in a sandwich shop, going to school full time, and a location that was close for her. In every math class she had ever taken, all the way through high school, she got a D in. She got an A in December, and she ended up with an A on her final exam at the end of spring. And I really am just a normal person. It was really more just having someone there to help answer the few questions and being there conveniently in a location that was going to work for them. So, you find a business where people need your help and you look at your competitors. Don't forget, if you are watching this live, I will ask you questions at the end of this session to poll you and then add your participation points when we're done. If you're watching this recording as a recording, don't forget to look at the last slide, which are your 5 questions for understanding. It's the same 5 questions in every presentation. You can download these in the red link in your announcements and email these to me. Okay? I hope you find these presentations useful, practical. This concludes today's presentation on Business Math B, Knowing Your Competitors. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to talking with you again soon in Adobe. Make it a great day.